Hello and welcome back to another Project Diablo 2 video. I am Kordesh and today we are going to be talking about the new Uber Ancients boss fight. So let's get into it. Alright, so how do you get to the Uber Ancients fight? First off, you will need to be able to farm maps, and in your maps, sigils can drop. Specifically, Tier 1 maps can drop the Sigil of Madowick, Tier 2 maps can drop the Sigil of Talik, and then Tier 3 maps can drop the Sigil of Korlik. Once you get all of these sigils, you can transmute it in your cube and get the Relic of the Ancients. As you can see, this says use at the Blood Fountain in Haragath, and you will then fight the encounter. Alright, so here I've got a little bit of footage of me running the Uber Ancients event with two of my friends, and you see we will walk over to the Blood Fountain in Haragath, and I will wait for everyone to get in the area. And then once everybody's in the area, I will right-click this, and it will teleport us all to the Ariat Summit Uber Ancients. From here, we will click on all three of the Ancients, and it will turn them from a statue to gold. Right now, we're getting buffed up with Warcry. And now that they're gold, we can then click on the altar, and it will spawn the fight. So as the fight spawns, all hell breaks loose. And we make quick work of this. My curses kind of amplify the damage as well as make them very easy. And then we get a little loot pinata. A lot of the times it'll drop around 1 to 2 Worldstone shards, a bunch of rares, and then possibly some maps and then unique or set items. So that's pretty much the encounter. As far as where you need to be as far as your character, if you can kill tier 3 map bosses easily and you're okay with single target or sustain, then you should be able to do this fight. It's meant for entry level and is fairly easy to do. Alright, so I wanted to talk about the economics behind running the Uber Ancients event. So first off, what is the drop rate on getting a sigil? So today it was nerfed in the patch to decrease the drop rates across the board, and from what I can tell, the drop rate is about a 1 in 5 chance if you're running a generic white map. This can be modified by the number of players that are in your game or the density of the monsters of a map. So I would expect it about 1 in 5 for a white map, more if you have players or juice up the maps. Now, what is it worth to run this? Well, the rewards that you're going to be getting are 2 to 3 Worldstone shards, a smattering of rare items, and then unique set items as well as maps. Now, the rewards were just buffed, so I don't know exactly what that means. I have run about 5 of these since the buff on the drop rates, and we've seen some pretty cool stuff. We did get a lidless, so we got a +2 lidless, which is kind of cool, and some other, kind of interesting stuff, but no big money or anything. So personally, I would only spend about 2 Worldstone shards per sigil if this is content that you're interested in doing. I think that this is going to still be a gamble on whether you get your return on the investment, but if you enjoy the content, if you find that it's fun, I think that's an appropriate price to spend. I wouldn't spend much more than 6 Worldstone shards or 5 Worldstone shards to get an Uber Ancients event. So that's my take on it. Depending on more testing that comes out, this could be wrong, or I'll have a little quick update video on it. But I think that that's kind of the economics behind the Uber Ancients event. As far as what kind of gear level you need for this, I would recommend being elemental resist capped. I believe that the throwing weapon barb does lightning damage, or at least the one time that I failed it felt like he was crushing me with lightning damage because my lightning resist was bad. So I think that, and if you can comfortably do tier 3 map bosses, you should have a fairly easy time doing this. So that's pretty much it for the Uber Ancients. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time.